stop saying you don't like Rose Tico when defending Kelly Marie Tran. She didn't write the character. And no, the character was bad. She's adorable, but the character is bad. And you know what? We're going to get to the bottom of this Rose Tico mess for once and for all. Also, if you do like my videos, share, comment, thumbs up. Every like counts. You matter. I am Mecha Random 42, your favorite YouTube harpy. Also, quick plug to the Fandom Menace project, a Fandom Menace Volume 1, A Fandom Betrayed. Author Stephen Walton has written this. A certain YouTube harpy is on the cover. I'm okay with that. Definitely want to go and check that one out. We're getting down to the bottom of this Kelly Marie Tran once and for all thing, right? Thing once and for all. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it in. I'm gonna leave it in. I'm a human. We're flawed. There's this narrative that this poor girl was bullied off of social media. And they've been running with this for the past, year and a half now, since just to distract us from the fact that The Last Jedi was not a good movie. And they keep taking this narrative and running with it without any actual evidence. And every post I have combed through, I have not seen anything taking shots at this poor woman. I cannot stand that they're using this poor girl. Yeah. Is it creepy to hug a display case containing your friend's clothes? That has nothing to do. That's not an ist comment. That's just being a jerk. I get people being a jerk on the internet, and you know what? I wasn't in Star Wars. I don't have Star Wars money to protect myself. I'm not on the red carpet. I don't have handlers that can protect my feelings from these things. But no, and I've looked, I've searched, gone back to the source. This is the first indication of any sort of mention of Kelly Marie Tran deleting anything off of social media. And this is from an unverified account, Star Wars Facts and News. Check out our other Facts and News accounts. So you've got the Game of Thrones facts, Marvel facts, culture. This is the earliest. This is the source right here. This Star Wars Facts account right here. This is the earliest. As far back, the next time you see any mention of this is June 5th, 2018. The June 4th article, tweet, whatever, it came from the tweet. That's the source of this story, not from Kelly Marie Tran, not from her manager, not from her PR people, from Star Wars Facts. And who Star Wars Facts are, we don't know. They have such a generic name. I've researched them. I've tried to find out who they are for the past 2 years. I can't find them. The best I can tell is that they are a marketing account hired by probably Disney, Lucasfilm, all these other things, or they're just a fan account. Who knows? Who knows? Star Wars pod, not a movie pod, not another movie pod. So this is a podcast. They come from a podcast, not another movie podcast. It's as far back as they come. I can't find who owns them, though. We can't find any more back than that. So let's look at their podcast. Who does this come from? Nowhere. They're just not another movie podcast. I don't know anything about these people. I don't listen to them. So they're just a little nobody podcast with 356 ratings on Apple Podcasts. And they're telling us, and so we're supposed to just believe them instead of coming from her publicist, her Twitter account, her Facebook account, somebody saying something. And you know what? Sure, let's just look at all these horrible things that they've been saying to her, because this is the first instance I've found of this, is right there. All right, let me blow this up. Let me make this a little bit bigger so we can see it. Here's some of the actual horrible comments that we've seen. Most unnecessary character. Oh, how dare you? How dare you? At least we don't have to see her anymore. Yeah, really pointless character, the Star Wars. I agree. Character was kind of pointless. Not only that, they did a really, really racist thing by making the one Asian girl drive the car and crash it. You know, that's not on me. I didn't do that, Rian. Effin Johnson did. Don't do stereotypes like that, Rian Johnson. It leaves a bad taste in people's mouths. And you know what? When you're so trying to appeal to that crowd of telling everybody everything's ist, maybe don't do stuff like that where you make an Asian girl crash the car. Just saying, not a good thing to do. That's a stereotype that you do not want to have anything to do with. So that's some of them. This is a little bit bigger shot. Most unnecessary character. Worse than Jar Jar. Worst film. Dun dun dun. Yeah, dun dun dun. I'm not seeing any negative attacks to her. Heck, I have had worse attacks than she has on social media. I'm a bald-faced liar. I'm full of myself to the point where she thinks she's invincible, makes Grace Randolph tolerable. And of course to that, this person responds, well, I'll just let you read what they respond with. I've had it worse than Kelly Marie Tran has on Twitter, and I have actual evidence and receipts. Where's her receipts, right? And I'm not making an attack at Kelly Marie Tran, obviously. You know, this is all on the media and the marketing of everything. If I can't, and I do this for a living, if I cannot find a screenshot of one nasty thing that somebody has said to her, but I can give you just off the top of my head 20 times where I'm accused of something, then maybe we've got a problem here. Maybe that's part of the problem. And here's the thing, though. I have this theory that they are using her as a scapegoat to attack the fans. Because at first I'm like, well, maybe she's blacklisted out of Hollywood. Maybe she's not that successful. Let's see what she does. She has two movies, or one movie coming, which is Star Wars, and one that's filming right now. So she's filming right now. She's working. She did a TV series. So maybe she's not blacklisted out of Hollywood. Maybe they're just using her. Maybe they're just using her to attack the fans. Because let's read this New York Times article again. I won't be marginalized, right? Well, she says I won't be marginalized. She doesn't mention anything about online harassment. The article does. Let's read this word for word. I'm gonna make this bigger. We're gonna read every single word of this article, and I'm gonna tell you what I think, because that's why you're here. I actually pay attention sometimes, and I cannot find anything. Editor's note. The actress deleted her Instagram posts this summer in response to online harassment. No, she didn't. We have a tweet here saying, let me find it here. We have a tweet saying that she did. We have one tweet, and this is the earliest tweet that we have, is this tweet. So we have a tweet saying that she did. And then we have no questions. What was she asked? I wonder, in this article, in this interview? Because we have no idea what she's responding to here. We don't know if they asked her, what are your experiences like in Hollywood? Hey, what are your experiences in Hollywood being a what? Let me fill in the blanks. Let me tell you what they probably actually said to her. Hey, Kelly Marie Tran, I really liked the work you did in The Last Jedi. The character wasn't that great, but you're adorable. You didn't write the character, so nobody's mad at you personally. Obviously, we're not dumb. Well, how do you feel about what are your experiences being an Asian with not a statuesque Hollywood body type, and not being the Brie Larson type, not being the celebrated body type and skin shade going into Hollywood that they're clearly looking to cast, even when they have opportunity to do otherwise. Like in the case of Captain Marvel and Monica Rambeau, they could have had a woman of color, but no, they chose a skinny blonde actress. What are your thoughts on that, Kelly? Coming to Hollywood, being somebody who's not really tall, not super skinny body type, perfect for you. You're very healthy, very fit, very attractive. She answers, it wasn't their words as I started to believe them. Their words seemed to confirm what was growing up as a woman and a person of color already taught me, that I belonged in margins and spaces and only valid as a minor character in their lives and stories. Oh, so she's talking about her experiences in Hollywood. You're only a minor character. You're not the lead. So you're not the Brie Larson type. So did that hurt your feelings? Was that a horrible experience to come to Hollywood and be a great actor and be able to emote and express, and then they give roles to people like Brie Larson because she's skinny and can fit into the suit? Those words awakened something deep inside of me, feeling though I had grown out of it, the same feeling I had when I was 9. I stopped speaking Vietnamese altogether because I was tired of hearing the other kids mock me. Or at 17, when I went to dinner with my white boyfriend and his family, and I ordered a meal in perfect English, to the surprise of my waitress, who exclaimed, "Wow, it's so cute that you have an exchange student." All right, well, if you're 17... she's probably very, very petite. How tall is she? Does IMDb say how tall she is? I don't know. I'm guessing. She looks very, very short. They probably asked if she's an exchange student because she looks very youthful. I mean, look at her. She's cute as a bug, right? She's a petite woman, like very many people from Asia tend to be. It's genetic. It's not is to say that. She's adorable. Their words reinforced a narrative that I had heard my whole life, that I was other, that I didn't belong, that I wasn't good enough, simply because I wasn't like them. And that feeling, I realize now, was, and is, shame. Shame for feeling the things that made me different. A shame for the culture which I came from. And to me, the most disappointing thing was that I felt it at all. See, and that sucks to go to Hollywood and say, I'm going to be the next big thing. It's a little naive, but it does suck to go to Hollywood and say, I'm going to be the next big thing. And then you get there and they're only casting Brie Larsons. And girls who look just like her, and Daisy Ridleys, who are these, I wonder if she tried out. Okay, if you guys know, did she try out for the part of Rey, and they were very horrible to her? Because that's what I'm getting the impression of. Society taught me that some people, or the same society that taught me some people, they were heroes, saviors, inheritors of the manifest destiny ideal, taught me I only existed in the background of their stories. Yeah, they're movies, their stories, doing their nails, diagnosing their illnesses. Yeah, see, she probably got to play the Asian stereotype of the nail salon girl, or the Asian stereotype of the doctor, right? The doctor type. What are some of her roles here? Let's look. Star Wars Forces of Destiny. Oh, let's look at some of her roles here that she's talking about. Mysterious Mansion. So she does a lot of television. Here. Daughter. She's the daughter of in this one. Betsy, she plays. See, she probably is trying out for roles that are clearly going to these other sort of body types, other sort of ethnic group actors. You know how Hollywood loves to preach this whole, oh no, diversity, but then they only cast the same girl who looks exactly like Rey and Jyn Erso, the same little brown-haired white girls. So all the time they do that. We're on to you. We know how you are. Supporting their love interests. And perhaps the most damaging, wanting for them to rescue me. And for a long time, I believed them. I believed those words, those stories, carefully crafted by a society that was built to uphold the power of one type of person, one sex, one skin tone, one existence. It reinforced within me rules that were written before I was born, rules that made my parents deem it necessary to abandon their real names. So yeah, it's basically we're embarrassed by being Asian, which, shame on her parents for not being a little more proud of who they are. Sorry, you need to make your daughter a little more confident in who she is and not hide it. As much as I hate to admit it, I started blaming myself. And I thought, oh, maybe if I were thinner, maybe if I grew out my hair, and worst of all, maybe if I wasn't Asian. Because the Brie Larsons get the Captain Marvel roles, and Kelly Marie Trans don't. For months, I went down a spiral of self-hate into the darkest recesses of my mind, places where I tore myself apart, where I put their words above my own self-worth. And it was then that I realized I had been lied to. I had been brainwashed into believing my existence was limited to the boundaries of another person's approval. I had been tricked into thinking my body was not my own. I was only beautiful if someone else believed it, regardless of my own opinion. See, now this is just a lot of low self-esteem stuff. A lot of actors go through that in casting departments. Every day, I'm sure she goes on 100 auditions and is told, oh, you're too fat, you're too short, you're not white enough, you're not Japanese enough, you look too Vietnamese, you look too Korean. I'm sure she gets told that a lot. And that's disgusting. But, if they're casting, they want a certain body type. right? And that's what they're doing. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but I'm saying, I wouldn't put her in Maria Rambeau's, I wouldn't have her audition for Maria or Monica Rambeau any more than I would have her audition for Carol Danvers, because you have to have the right actor for the right character too. I have been told and retold this by everyone, by the media. Oh, ding, 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 ding. The media. It's the media's fault, isn't it? It's the media's fault. Hollywood. By the companies that profited from my insecurities. Oh, you mean like these Twitter accounts? They're just out there making clicks based on you being quote unquote bullied off of social media, which nobody has any evidence of other than one tweet. Manipulating me so I would buy their clothes, their makeup, their shoes in order to fill a void that was perpetuated by them in the first place. Well, that's exactly what I've been saying for like the past 30 years of my life with magazines like Cosmopolitan or any of these magazines you see at the grocery store. Oh, you're too fat, lose 20 pounds. That's pretty much what I see. I don't buy them because you know what? If I want to lose weight, I can buy 10 magazines, or I can buy the We Fit thing and do those. And oh man, my legs are so sore from yesterday. So I buy their clothes and their makeups and their shoes in order to fill the void that was perpetuated by them in the first place. Yes, I've been lied to. We all have. We've all been lied to. She was used by these people. She's flat out telling us she was used by these people trying to market her fame, trying to tell her something horrible. And it was then in the realization I felt a different shame, not a shame for who I was, but a shame for the world I grew up in, and a shame for how the world treats anyone who is different. I am not the first person to grow up this way. Right? I want to live in a world where children of color don't spend their entire adolescence wishing to be white. See, do they do that really? Because I grew up in Colorado with a bunch of white kids listening to gangster rap all wishing they were black. So I don't know. That's the type of stuff I heard a lot of the time. So I want to live in a world where women are not subjected to scrutiny for their appearance or their actions or their general existence. See, this has nothing to do, well, and keep in mind, women do get bullied on social media tenfold more than men do. I've seen some of the comments that people like Anna, that Star Wars girl, gets, and Jessie Milestone. So did she get bullied off of social media? She could have had some really horrible comments. I'm not saying that she hasn't. I'm just saying there's been no proof of that. And this article that everybody keeps quoting does not state that. And she flat out says the media, Hollywood, and we've all been lied to. The media, Hollywood, and companies that profit from my insecurities. We have been lied to. So keep that in mind. And I just wanted to go over this one more time, because there's no evidence to support this. She has not flat out ever come out and said, yes, I deleted my Instagram account because of this. She never said that. The media is using that as a narrative, and the first person to ever say that was the Star Wars Facts site, and that is as old as we have ever been able to dig this back to. Now, whoever Star Wars Facts is owned by, that's another thing. All right, now I've done a quick search for this podcast, and I cannot find who these people are. Creator of Throne Facts. So these are just people who are rumors. They're rumor people. They're nobodies. These people are just nobodies. They don't... Why? How... Not only that, this one guy has been on social media only since 2019, it looks like. One of these people joined January 2019. So this was after the fact. Whatever his other account was, who knows? So these are the two people that, according to the Not Another podcast, are the people that run this podcast? How would they get this information? How would these two people get this information? Who are they, and why are they tweeting all about sports ball, but talking about Star Wars, not another movie podcast, the latest news, and a wide variety? Just a group of dudes talking movies the way you would with your friends. All right, hosted by these people, available on iTunes. They're really nobody, aren't they? Like, how... Social media specialist. All right, here we go. Created the Twitter network. Well, there you go. So, created the Twitter network. Created a Twitter network consisting of 320,000 followers. Drove 25 million Twitter impressions. Rumor mills. These are people who just did this for clicks. This is all marketing. We have been lied to. Oh, yes. There we go. We found it. Well, I didn't even dig enough, apparently. I just needed to do 2 more clicks. Kelly Marie Tran being bullied off of social media came out of this guy's brain hole. It never happened. It is a nice little convenient narrative that they decided to run with on their podcast and through their Twitter account, right? And their Twitter account, there was so many little things that you kind of go through. So, not actually bullied off of social media. It was just a media narrative and push, and we knew this all along. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am Mecha Random 42, Queen Mecha to you, and I will see you guys on the next video, live stream, or wherever. Bye! Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!